I'll meet you over where... Stream health, excellent.
Mordona is where we need to go.
I know, you just have to click on this. Mordona and Revenant's Toll. Okay, whatever I did fixed it. It's not an issue now. Alright, everybody, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. I am back here, so everything should be good now. And I just stopped my teleport to Revenant's Toll. Here we go. Let's have some fun! Alright. So I'm guessing we're going in...
We're speaking to Alice.
Okay. We have to sync up here. Alright, so... If I remember correctly, I was Alice, eh?
Yeah.
Here we go. Is everybody in their respective bubble?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready.
What was her voice?
Slightly annoyed.
Good news, asshole. Thancred and Oriange have finished their tour of Garlemald, and are on their way back here, even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the other towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh?
And they're here. Wow. Magic.
The wonders of in-game stuff.
I have to lube up my voice. Ah, a welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can even pretend to have been involved.
Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alice, Graha, and Asshole. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could.
As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help but noticing that we're one Oriange short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you?
Yeah, let's leave him out of this. He talks a lot. Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try. Repeatedly. But no. He decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Raoban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. You were also Y'shtola.
Yes, I know. I was all the women characters.
Well, I was Y'shtola in the beginning, but you took it over, so...
Because I became all the women characters.
Ah.
Then mayhap you would do the same for us.
Yes, melancholy. Indeed. It was just as Leas said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and the third, I almost said something else, however, were notable by their absence. Wow, words are difficult.
Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel?
Fandaniel. Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with no one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working their day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it.
Transform it? Into what?
That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of aether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with a nary a word exchange between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk.
Are we going to Garlemald?
Yeah, that's what the next.
If Van Daniel could bind Mahatma to his will, why he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks.
Well, be sure to have some for Rianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Al Amigo. Rauban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence.
Why not leave that to us? We must be worried. You must be weary from your mission.
No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this.
In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter. As I promised Cryo, we need not all attend.
Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Oranger before the meeting.
Let us away.
Quest
Let us away.
accepted!
Shikigami Nikomata. Did you change your audio? Ferrex isn't as crisp as it used to be. No, Ferrex built a computer is what happened.
Well, I do have a new headset too, so
Yeah, you have to rebalance your thingy.
To El Amigo! Sorry.
Oh, you actually are on a different headset.
yes.
Oh, I see.
And apparently the mic on this headset is not as good.
You know what? I will just make Mr. Moneybags pay for the damn teleport this time.
Who's that?
You.
One that has 9 million.
No.
There's my bed.
I'm not rich. There's your bed. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not doing the right thing.
You're not flying to the thingy.
I have to mentally prepare for this, okay? My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. Okay. As we are to see you safely return from your mission, Oriange. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome.
Brand new person.
I think I know who this is, and I think this is Chuck.
Well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band.
Not a girly voice.
Not me either.
You're right.
Arenvald, where are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you would be on a. Bleh. You told me you'd be away on a mission.
And who's to say this isn't a part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged. As you are well aware.
You might want to move that picture.
What picture?
Not you guys.
Oh.
And may I remind you, we Ellison are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height.
Oh, God.
Oh, great. Now he's got another meme. Mark my words. The day will come when even the great archons such as yourself,
Aurochs
such as yourself, will crane your neck to meet my eye.
They do now.
Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moinbroida towered over me nonetheless.
The fuck did I come into?
I'm sure that's all she did.
Arenvald
roleplay.
brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease with or in each other's company. It's almost endearing. We are playing Final Fantasy XIV and voicing the characters.
Oh god.
Because we're nerds.
Interesting.
So what exactly brings you here?
Oh, Fordola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out.
For
Oh, I'm
dollar.
sorry, I didn't say it right. $4.
Set out. Wait. Does this have something to do with the towers?
What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, all right? Winky face.
If Fordola is going with him.
Wait.
$4.
Say it again.
Or $4 is going with him. That must mean.
There was only one instance that it was said that way, by the way.
I know, but it's fantastic.
My apologies. As Arnvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it.
Do we have to?
Is Orion J gonna speak? Because if he's actually going to speak, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Orion J and Alphato, we're gonna be here all night. Oh, that's a lot of voices.
Ere we begin,
Okay.
Yay!
I offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final day.
Good Finn, Daniel.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Telophoroid's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar, and that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance
Is that really a
of the towers.
surprise, though?
No.
Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Barley.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Dom. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
Let's blow him up. Oh.
Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task.
Who could that be,
But I
Wow
am
Bond?
confident in your choice.
Yep.
I can only think of two other people.
I wonder. Fadoler! Sorry.
What?
Got a little excited. Because I ended up liking her as a character.
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Hey, quit it.
You quit it. So,
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
was he the one that I gave the angry Scottish voice to?
Yes.
Shiki, I literally just activated the game again. So, yes. This is all I've done so far. There's a lot of people here. Good God, man.
Are we all ready?
Yep.
Now it's out in the open. I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
For Dolar!
For Dolar! My cats are trying to murder each other.
So
If
you
you're
know,
wondering why
I've
you're
already
hearing
gone
that.
through all the formalities at the Rising Stones.
Made sure to inform Jamolver and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Oh, yeah, don't you know?
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far...
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
You remember when we were only 1 of 2 people with the Echo?
And you, Fudola?
Mm-hmm.
Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
Hers is fully synthetic, though, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure my memory is working.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
I think she's gonna be very upset.
Yes.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Fist bump! Do you know how to... Oh, ye. Got it. Surprised you didn't say ow.
If you're finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you...
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Paglthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there.
Said it!
We might still find trouble, but at least we
Yes,
won't lose
he
our
did.
way.
Fodolder.
Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when
the
all
little
of this
things.
is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
At least he made it back to the beach, Shiki.
Yeah.
Oriange
made it back to the beach. Just not under his own power.
I think he floated more to the beach.
Oh.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me?
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
So sad.
He does not want for conviction. That much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola.
Can we stop with the death flags now?
While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Yay!
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you
Okay.
might still be able to catch.
She's so humble.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Okay.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
And away we go.
So, what is the Bonanza? I completely forgot.
It's an airship, isn't it?
Oh. Okay. I thought we stole one off of Sid. Hey, one of the options that we get is pizza.
What? Oh. That's they just built the airship for us in the last patch.
Oh, okay. I completely forgot. It's been a while.
So, Estinian is bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose.
God, Alphino has a man crush on that man.
They're bordering on 17 right now in this realm, correct? Because they were like 18, 19 in the first.
I'm taking us to the Foundation.
But then their age has reverted. Because their soul is that age, but their body is not.
It's weird.
Yes. In fact, that's my answer. Yes?
Oh, I am the healer. Oh, hold on. I forgot to summon Celine. There we go.
All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Estinian.
Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha, and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Asshole can delve into the nooks and crannies.
Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later. With or without Estinian. Good luck.
Without you. With or without you.
I think I shall begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory. So perhaps you could try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return.
Where the hell's the congregation again?
Next to the Forgotten Knight.
Alright, so Aethernet, Forgotten Knight. Hey, there's people in here. Good evening to you, warrior of light. Lord Emmerich said word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No. We were not aware Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but, as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Emmerich, only to find him absent. In any event, I am afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. I don't know why I gave her a butch voice. To the airship landing!
No.
Where is the airship landing?
Astrologium?
I'm sorry?
Astrologicum?
Yeah, whatever that astro thing is.
Like, excuse me?
What the hell did you just call me? Hi, Ferrix. We should wait for the ginger. Oh, the ginger is right behind us. Okay. I wasn't able to find
No
his
sign
ass.
of him.
Nope,
Not that I've
not
ever
me
met
either.
him before, but
Oh.
the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Yeah, Alphino has a man
seem
crush.
Awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
No.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence. Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Oh no.
Wow, he towers.
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you,
Oh
Alphino.
no.
Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Oh.
I am not Alphino!
Oh yeah, never get twins mixed up.
If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Oh my god!
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light side.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
god!
When I should see this live imagined with my own eyes.
Why are they fangirling so hard here? Oh my god.
Wouldn't mind explaining what is going
Is everything alright? I thought I heard Jose shouting.
Oh, Jesus.
Estinian! It's been too long.
That's what he said. Oh my god. Alice is still pissed.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first
As I
time
said,
we've been
never get
confused with
twins
one
mixed
another.
up.
Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that
Don't worry,
mistake
once
again.
they're a little older,
What I
people
will
shouldn't be
say
making that
for the second
mistake.
time today is that you've
Good
grown.
God.
Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
No, he's still spoiled rotten. What are you talking about?
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge.
But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Oh, don't say the first one, I bet.
I'm saying the first one.
I'm gonna say the second. I'm saying the second one.
I said the first one.
So tempted on the third one.
His sister, I can tell you that.
All right, so for the benefit of the other people who didn't pick it, the first one says, good luck to them. It hasn't been easy being his sister, I can tell you that.
Second option says, I wouldn't be so sure. He still loves nothing better than the sound of his own
No
voice.
rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to...
Gave him to my... You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if somebody would take him off my hands.
Fair enough.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Oh!
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I wasn't expecting this.
As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation? Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphano again and I'll throw you overboard.
Oh my god.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphano painted him to be.
Oh my god.
I will admit, he's not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think...
I watched the
was
trailer, but I
expecting
didn't pay
someone a
enough
little less
attention.
Blunt?
I didn't watch
And,
the trailer. I wanted to be...
Surprised.
Yeah.
I already forgot what the trailer had in it.
Well...
Wow, hey, we're here already. Wow, okay.
I'm not there yet. Hold on.
And I'm getting on the airship right now.
Yeah, I have... Nope, I'm done.
I'm
okay,
I'm
here.
dancing with Cheeky, so...
Alright, I'm hitting the button.
What?
Alright. I can...
Hold X.
It has been some time since last I set foot on Azisla. But I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit?
Oh, that's a four-seater? Nice. Alas, not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant. But I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her.
Well then, Asshole is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face.
I don't remember it at all.
I remember it. She's not really a prisoner of the Allegan Empire anymore. She stays shackled because she wants to stay shackled.
So the second one makes
yeah.
more sense?
Yeah, that's what I'm picking.
Welcome to my potato fish memory. Ah, yes. You were a friend of her father. I, too, have met with Tiamat.
Back in my day, after the Dragon Sun War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age.
I wished to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns undimmed. It torments her even now.
I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat has been forced to summon Bahamut.
Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own. And I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her.
I don't see her over that rock. That's ominous.
What do I want? The pizza or the money?
I took the money.
I think I'll go take the money too.
I'm fat. I went with the pizza. Alright. Here we go again.
Tiamat awaits. This way. What? Whoa, hey. Don't you do that.
He walked away from us.
I have summoned Nightmare! Oh, she's here. Okay.
Where do you think she is?
Where the chains are.
No.
Well, I see her.
No.
Oh, they changed the music.
Where is the destination? There it is.
Where?
Glowy patch at on the ground.
Hello, Tiamat. You very beautiful creature.
Were we voicing dragons now because they're impossible to understand?
I am happy to. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Alright.
Okay, let's go. Flail my hands. Start talking nonsense.
Her arms were twitching. That my sins should be repeated. I sense not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Mericidia, our children. The icon claimed their souls when first he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allagan's dark designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve Bahamut's corporeal form.
Yes, the dragons of Mericidia are at the mercy of this Ascian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Ascians! Vile minions of darkness! Again you would profane the memory of my beloved, and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity! Are there no depths to which you will not stoop?
Ooh, is Tiamat gonna want to fight?
She's angry.
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What wouldst thou have from me, slayer of dragons?
behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
He knows how to piss people off.
Yup.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire. But words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with the icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I had the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Speakest thou in earnest?
Nani?
That is the inflection I gave it.
For those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest.
Do it.
When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn, and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, men, children of man.
You gonna say men of children?
Yes!
Oh, did they change that, Shiki? That's nice. Leveling roulette is now 8 levels below the lowest player. So if you're doing 50, the lowest it can be is 42.
Oh.
Nice. That's a really good change, because that was super annoying. While Porixies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger. Hey, now, you don't talk about a woman's size. And immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. We're talking about a dragon,
then
not an actual big lady.
Then, before going ahead,
I didn't want you thinking I'm being like really inconsiderate here.
we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here?
Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Elegants kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. Are we talking to the stupid ball again?
I have a feeling we will. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of these shackles.
No, go get my hacksaw. It's gonna be a long night.
I know Elfino and asshole here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Oh, yes, sir, I love you. Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for you, the sake of this star. Though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat to do the same. I gather you are not as young.
Long?
You don't have them lungs. they were crystallized, so. As young as you look. Mayhap when our work is done here, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea? And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not.
Wow!
Oh, wow. Does that mean our little Tataru's coming money hungry?
Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the Flagship.
Ah, yes. We are familiar with it.
Yes, we are.
The Ether Chemical Research Facility in particular.
Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which you just happen to be carrying around with you?
I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros, Urianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready, should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood. And, armed with the spirit vessel, I posit. Is that correct? Posit or
Posit.
Posit. Okay. That they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least.
Agreed. We'll take good care of it.
Yeah, we won't lose your blood, dude.
To the flagship, then.
And away we go.
So, do we want to fly there? Alright, we're flying.
Is there an...
Yay, my kitty!
What else did we do there?
How else would we want to get up there?
You can't teleport up there.
Oh.
We've always had to fly to this.
See, people? I got a little geek. Well, I'm a cat on a cat right now.
I'm on a robot.
Yeah, but I'm cute on cute.
I'm on a dragon that looks like a horse.
Alphado!
I'm cute on cute.
Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. Sure you find a likely candidate. Do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor let lists Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective is, at this stage, is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding.
So who's going to press the wrong button? It's usually what happens. We usually press the... Yeah, we usually press the wrong button somehow.
There is a shiny here. Somewhere. Here it is.
Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advise deployment of automated combat units. Proceed.
No.
Nothing.
Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance.
Okay.
Snowman! Is it inside?
Nope, it's over here.
Bloop bloop. Warning. Scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in negative 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in an unscheduled specimen release.
Think we found it!
Bloop blop.
I'm in bed now.
Good night.
I'm afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? Oh, God, first one.
I'm gonna do the second one.
I'll do the second one.
I feel like the second one is the one we should be doing.
Yes.
Just saying. Probably.
Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the node in which Graha spoke. It was chirping, you say? Very well. Let us take a closer look.
Bleep blorp. Warning.
We're gonna have to fight Tiamat, aren't we?
Yes. She's going to be tempered, we're gonna fight her, and then she'd be like, whoop, my bad. I'll help you now.
It's kind of what happens.
We will subdue her with Estinian's help.
Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? Bloop, bloop. You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and member of the royal family.
Or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps.
Hand it over.
Bloop. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Oh, are they going to consider us royal now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. I'm gonna do my own name.
Same
Thank
here.
you very much. Welcome.
Basil.
You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Bloop bloop. Error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. A system update is required.
Does anybody have the firmware?
A system update? What do you suppose it is asking us?
We need to reconnect the Wi-Fi, guys. Come on. I doing the first one.
Yeah, smashing it to pieces, not a good idea. Chuck smash, not work.
Well, that's more than I can say. Confounded bloody thing. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. Bloop. In order to operate the resistant mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So this thing released... Can this thing release the restraints or not?
It can, but only once it has received this requisite system update, as far as I can tell.
Can I stab it? Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating
Placation
protocols. Bloop. I'm here to help. Rest assured that I'll be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process.
How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without.
Our computers don't need to do that, Shiki. They do it on their own. They don't even ask us. There's like...
here's an update. Reboot.
I'm sorry, but I'm very dissatisfied with the IT department at this place.
Oh, detecting user emotion? Yeah. Hey, look, it's Squall. Someone else has recently returned. Guiding user to terminal. This way, please.
Quest accepted.
I'm guessing the terminal is...
Not in there.
It actually may have been in there. Here's the entry.
Where's the entry? I honestly don't know where to go. Where's the entry?
I'm already in the cutscene.
Where the flagship terminal is. Click on it.
No,
He can't get into the... Go to where the thing is and then hover around the outside edge.
Oh,
of
I
the
see
upper
it.
area.
Okay.
Find a hole. Fly into the hole.
Talk to the flagship terminal.
I'm sorry, I'm new to this. I couldn't find the hole.
Oh, what she wanted to hear?
Go ahead.
Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135.
Oh, don't tell me it's 56.134.
Dare I ask which version you are employing?
Oh, okay. 420. Why, software version 42.002, of course. Bloop, bloop. Warning, errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time for required update, 5 years, 1 day. That's some slow internet. Holy crap.
Oh. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead?
Bloop. The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate.
Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through.
Alphino has never used Windows.
Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made progress.
I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet be of use. It may yet be of use. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over.
Alpha now secretly becomes the next bad guy. Okay. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there's something I would like to know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Elgin Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Asians. And it was the same in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Asians touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? No, he's a crazy mother. The second one is the answer that would repeat what we just did.
Yeah.
I will try, yes, but if that fails, I will remember him.
I really want to do the third one. I'm doing this for the second one because I've always been the humble hero. I see little point in reasoning with the wretch, or remembering him for that matter. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence.
I think us unwise for viewing the world thus.
Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should be getting back to our tasks now. If Alphino has anything in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others.
Well, if you want to be that grumpy, you can fly your own ass over there.
No, what? Ah!
I don't want the griffin. What do we got next? Ah, we got the kitty again.
Thank.
Hmm?
I have a new minion.
Oh.
It's called Save the Princess.
I'm guessing we're going to this big, dragon over here again?
Maybe.
I was not expecting us to have to free Tiamat. I'm actually happy that we are.
We have been doing that to people, though. Making them realize that they don't need to sit there and be sad. I need to put a kid to sleep.
Alright.
Alright. Well...
Unfortunately, that's about how it rolls.
Well, we will be doing more of this tomorrow at some point.
Next time on Final Fantasy XIV.
So... come back in about a half an hour, and we will be playing... I don't know.
Counter-Strike, probably?
No.
Don't know. Some people are very upset about that game right now.
Oh.
We'll see what happens.
Alright.
Show me your diamond armor, Cheeky.